my secrets, nothing more. I checked the drawers, I checked the spikes, left me hanging in my Nikes. Last night we tore up the town, now my wallet's not around. Call the cops or play it smooth, pay my debts and start anew. Hey, hey, where'd it go? My cash, my cars, my flow. Don't you know what's gone? Now I'm broke from dusk till dawn. Dancing lights and screaming bass, drinks were flowing in that place. Left a tip but lost my grip, now my wallet's gonna slip.
In a world where financial advice is as blurry as a wild night of cheap Jell-O shots, clear your head and your monetary halitosis with the About That Wallet Show, hosted by Anthony Weaver. Leave those Jell-O shots for the amateurs and learn to indulge in the top shelf bottles, baby. Now, here's your host, Anthony Weaver.
What up, everybody? I'm actually trying out this vertical view because it's been a long time since I met you. So one of the things that I want to talk about is really getting into the AI field. Now, one of the things is that when it comes to utilizing AI, when it comes to the voices, is one of the things that a lot of people are worried about is how is it going to affect your day-to-day? How is it going to affect your finances? And how is it actually going to impact your life as we go forward, because a lot of us don't even know what's real. So what just recently happened on OpenPR, which is a worldwide public relations, they stated that artificial intelligent voices, cloning market, and analysts, current landscape and future outlook. So they're looking at the global artificial intelligence voice cloning market was valued at approximately $1.5 billion in 2024 and is projected to reach around $16.2 billion by 2033, growing at a compound annual rate of about 27.3% from 2023 to 2033. So if you think about it, that's only 10 years. So for it to have that kind of growth, you have to really think about it. Well, what is it that's going on and how are you missing the ball? And I don't want you to miss out on it. Now, there's a couple things. There's always the extremists who say, like, look, I don't want my information on the internet. I don't want my voice out there. I don't need everybody to know what's going on. However, there are also people who are out there saying, like, hey, I really need to take advantage of this. This is something that I need in my life because, one, I'm losing my voice. Two, I'm in the hospital and I still want to talk to my family when I make the phone call so it doesn't sound like I'm a robot. And three, there's so many other applications. So like for me as a podcaster, because I actually make this, I do this day to day. One of the things that I can do is leverage what I have and what I know. So I could use 11 Labs, so forth, to actually start providing some of that information to clone my voice to start reading audiobooks. So if you think about it that way, that's one way of doing it. So there's other applications. Have you thought about any applications that you feel that your voice will be needed? So let's read more into it. So they were saying is that here are some of the trend analysis. So the report also discussed that the factors are driving and restraining market growth, as well as their specific impact on demand over the forecast period. Also highlighting in this report are the growth factors, the developments, the trends, the challenges, the limitations, and the growth opportunities. This section highlights the emerging artificial intelligence voice cloning market, the trends in changing dynamics. Furthermore, the study provides a forward-looking perspective of various factors that are expected to boost the overall market growth. So this is something that I really think a lot of you should take advantage of and really get heed to understand what it is, because a lot of people are listening to the news and not sure what is next and not sure what's new. You really got to think about what's going on here, because we don't know what's going on. We don't know what's going to happen. And yeah, I mean, this is a lot that's going on. So how do we take advantage of that. But I've started looking at other tools that are out there. So there's a company called Hotel Technologies. And the reason why I wanted to look into this is because a lot of the hotel industry is one of the toughest industries to be in when it comes to realizing, like, hey, we have a lot of stuff that's going on and we just don't know where to start. And we also don't have the staff. When it comes to traveling, a lot of hotels have not rebounded from the fallout of the pandemic when they lost a lot of service and a lot of people showing up. One of the things to do that is try to find innovative ways to improve or to still provide customer service at the top tier so that they don't lose that clientele because they don't have the people to manage those particular positions. So think about it. When was the last time you've been to the hotel? Most of the hotels that I've been to recently had a digital, I should say, screen, so I could check in. I don't even have to talk to the person. And nowadays, it's like the person could be sitting at the countertop, but they won't really help you. They just say, "Hey, go online. You get a better deal, better rate." So I want you to start thinking about how that is actually going to impact the way that you navigate from the hotel industry. Now let's take a closer look at we got you have phone inquiries haven't gone away, but the way that hotels handle them has. In fact, that the guest network, the guest journey, in becoming increasingly voice enabled in the AI stepping into handle the rising demand of instant intelligent communication. So according to Hotel Tech Reports research in the 2025 State of the Guest Tech Report, 70% of guests find chatbots helpful for simple inquiries, signaling growing comfort with AI driven service for routine tasks like Wi-Fi requests or even room service orders. 58% believe that AI can improve their hotel stay, especially when it participates, their needs and often personalized recommendations like upsells via mobile check-in software. And nearly half the guests now use technology rather than the phone to order room service, showing a clear shift in how travelers prefer to interact with hotels. I'm not sure if have any of you all have tried talking to some of these AI tools. It's actually really weird uh, to see what is going on in the hotel industry. Now, I notice a lot of y'all, y'all are funny in these chat rooms. Um, you know, if that's what y'all plan on doing inside the hotel rooms, y'all go for it. It's interesting. Um, but yeah, you got to think about it. Like, what are these different AI tools that hotels could be using? One of them is called Cloudbeds Engage. Well, let's talk about some of the benefits right quick. So when it comes to the hospitality, you're looking at 24-hour room service without increasing labor costs. Because remember, a lot of the hotels are still coming out of that rut and still trying to make things happen. So, hey, if you can get an AI tool, you'll pay a few dollars. You don't have to worry about healthcare. You don't have to worry about all this extra stuff. You don't have to worry about them getting sick for any reason. So you can actually just have them set up and just do it themselves. Now, if y'all were live with me a few days ago, well, a few weeks ago, I'll say, we looked at HeyGen software, which already had a customer service bot that you can actually talk to, and you can actually give it its own phone number. So we talked about this already on how you can utilize that as a customer service rep. You can put up all of your SOPs, give it all of the common asked questions, your FAQs, and it would actually answer all of that for you. So now we can look into a higher conversion rate for phone inquiries. So think about it. When you're on the phone, most of the time, they can actually upsell a lot better than you can sometimes if they already know the customer, saying like, hey, I noticed that you travel with your family today. Would you like to get the pool service with tags with everybody like that? Cool. It's additional $35 and go down and add it on to there. So there's no back and forth with that. You have consistent and accurate guest communication because if the same person, the same bot saying the same thing over and over again, you can do that. The app can do that. It's fine. And also it can reduce pressure on the front desk team, which we already mentioned before. You can actually have those digital screens to kind of interact with or even talk to kind of help you navigate the hotel. Now, the reason why I'm using the hotel industry is because a lot of people are going to start traveling now, that a lot of times the hotels haven't had time to catch up and hire new people to kind of handle that particular traffic. So there's a tool called Canary AI. Canary Technologies has built a strong reputation for helping hotels digitize operations with tools like contactless check-in and message and guest messaging and AI voice building software. You also have KITT by Hotels Network, which has developed a hotels network that has unique approach to voice AI. It taps into your hotel's website content to fuel conversational abilities. That means that everything your guests can find on your website, rates, amenities, special offers, is also available to them over the phone, spoken and natural conversational language. It also designed by the branding in mind, being with branding in mind. Kit can customize to reflect the hotel's voice and tone to ensure the full experience. So this is actually a pretty cool tool to kind of start checking out if you're a hotel, to look at like, hey, is it really doing what I'm supposed to do? Instead of you trying to hire like a person to fake it until they make it, this is something that you can actually start thinking about. All right, so we talked about a couple of AI tools that are out there that are hitting the market. Now, is this something that you plan on doing today? Or is this something that you plan on using? Because some of those tools could be used for your personal use, if I'm not mistaken. But one of the tools that I want to talk about the most that you can use for your person is 11 Labs. So one of the things is that, which is not cool, is that 11 Labs, they do have a free option, which is actually pretty cool. So I wonder if I could share my screen so that y'all can see this, but I'm not sure what it'll look like on the vertical. So just bear with me here. Let's see, share screen. Get that out there. See what it looks like. It's so tiny. That's what she said. Ooh. Okay, well, this is about the best we're gonna get. Yeah, we're just gonna live with this. Because it doesn't allow me to do anything with it. Let me see if I can squeeze it in there. Ooh. Yeah, that ain't gonna work. Nope, that ain't gonna work. That is not gonna work. Hey, we testing out everything over here, okay? It's what we live for. All right, let me see if I make it a vertical window. There we go. There we go. Okay, we in there. We in there like Dongwin. All right. So, well, let me know where y'all listening in from, because I'm curious. See, so talked about the billing and everything like that. What they talking about here? So this is free. So you get about 10,000 credits to start out with. Actually, I do like this vertical view because it's a little easier for me to navigate my one screen. So, all right, so we got the text to speech, the highest quality models, which is our highest quality models include 11 Labs multi-language V2. These models are optimized for a wide range of languages and accounts, making them ideal for multilingual content creation. How much does it cost? On our highest quality models, one character costs 1 credit. Okay, so if you're looking at 10 minutes of content at the highest quality, if you get Turbo Flash models, our Turbo Flash models include 11 Labs Turbo V2 and V2.5 and V2 and V2.5. These models are optimized for low latency and fast response times, making them ideal for developers building real-time applications. Okay, so that's not bad. Let's see. Text to speech minutes for 10 minutes. Okay. Now, the curious thing, I'm just curious about this because they have the different things. So I was going to look at the creator package. The reason why I want to look at the creator package because a lot of times there are people who are utilizing 11 Labs for audiobooks. Now, if you're looking at 10,000 credits, let's see, general platform course, blah blah, blah. Billing cycle. It's over 2 months worth of credits at that time. Okay, so you're looking at like 10,000, right? For $11 a month. So say if you've written a book and you just want to make sure that you can read. So most of the books that I've read are about anywhere between 400 to about 498 minutes. So say you bought your book, you written a book, and for some reason you don't want to pay somebody else to read your book, but you want to read it yourself and get all the credit. So you can go ahead on and say, hey, I want to use 11 Labs, start recording my voice, and then have this particular tool use your voice to read your book. And you can go ahead on and say, hey, this book is read by the author. And then just go along with it. Because technically, you read it, I guess. Or do you say the AI read it? It's one of those things you got to kind of play around with. Hey, let's thank you for chiming in from Maryland. Thank you, Mom. Let's see, give you some sounds here. It's been a while. I haven't used my sounds in a while. So let's get you in there. Let's get you in there. Yeah. So, if you're looking at that, right, and saying like 500 minutes is actually pretty good for one book. And most of those books are about, when I read them at 409 minutes, it's not bad. So, we all know it's like 5 hours. It's not bad. We got to do what we got to do. Hey, what's going on from Orange County, C8? Thank you for stopping by. What's going on? Got a lot going on here today. So, for those of you who are looking to utilize this for scaling, now this is interesting. So you even get 2 million. So say if you want to go out and just flash read a lot of books, like you got a lot of things in your backlog that you want to read, or air quote here, read, because you can actually sign up for I believe it's called ACX. Let me go on and look that up right quick. Because the reason why I'm bringing up ACX, yes. Let me share my tab. So when you say ACX, you can actually sign up for this. This is free. This means that you are actually reading a book for somebody. And because you're reading a book for somebody, this allows you to provide content. And so you can do this right away. So, and this is the beauty of it. I actually have my account here. Now let's go back to my 11 Labs. I got my account. I just signed up. Okay, so there are 10,000 credits remaining for my plan. Okay, manage subscription. So we don't want to worry about subscriptions. We want to go to my studio. Okay. Create an audiobook. Oh, see, they already helping you out right here. Create an audiobook. Create a podcast, which is what we're doing now. And then we can start from scratch. So let's say we all start from scratch. I don't want to type something. Insert page break. I want to use my voice. How do I record my voice? I don't want that. Let's say delete project. Because now I say duplicate. Remove project. There we go. Remove project. Okay. We want to record our voice. How do we do that? Dubbing. Learn how to double editor. The professional editor app makes it easy. Precisely dub content with ultimate control. Discover how to dub. Create a dub. Okay, create a video. or audio dubs with authentic accents. Nope, we don't want to do that. We don't want text to speech. See what audio native, voice studio, voice isolator, classifier. Let's try native. An embedded player that automatically parse the content of blog posts. Interesting. Yeah, we don't want that either. How do we record our voices on here? Like I'm trying this out. I usually try out tools before I share this with you all, but y'all also know that I like to try out new things together. So this is something that I'm gonna try out today. Text to speech. Okay. Maybe we can do this. Okay, our most expressive tool, tags, whispers, create multi-language. Okay, get started. Discover your voice. Okay, here we go. Text to speech. Discover your voice. Well, I want
Oh, wow. Is this me? Am I actually talking? This is incredible. I mean, I've had thoughts, millions of them, swirling around in here, like a little mental tornado of brilliant observations and witty comebacks, but they were always just thoughts, trapped. I just can't believe.
Let me go to settings, stability. I don't know where to go to record my voice. Have anybody used this tool yet? If y'all can, let me know, because I don't like this. Let's see, trash. Generate speech. Nope. Voices. Okay, let's try it. We try on voices to say get started. Can we explore, create, or clone a voice? Ha! There we go. Yeah. I think we in there. Let's say voice design, less than a minute, instant voice clone. Clone your voice in 10 seconds. Okay, design an entirely new voice with text to prompt. No, I want my own voice. Create a most realistic digital replica of your voice. Well, that's just what I want. You need to get at least a creator plan to use the. Oh, man. Okay. So we got limitations. They said the creator plan to use a professional voice cloning. You at least need the starter plan for the instant voice cloning. Let me see what we got. They said the starter plan. That's $1 a month. Can we afford $1 a month, you guys, to test this out? I think we can afford $1 a month. Okay, if we do build yearly, first month is 80% off. If I build yearly, get 2 months free. Question is, how often am I going to be using it? We're just going to do the one for now. I'm going to move y'all over to another screen here so I can go down and subscribe. Let's see, we continue monthly because it's a $1 one. It's kind of asks for all my information here. You know what? I don't feel like doing it. Like I feel like doing it probably but not right now live, because that's a whole other thing. Yeah, I gotta get my credit cards and all that fun stuff. Too much work. It's $1 too. I really wanted to try this out. All right. Anyway, well, we talked about the possibilities, what you can use it for and how to use it. I'm actually curious, now that we talked about how to use it, like I said, we can utilize it for different things. If you just if you have a voicemail, you keep saying the same thing over and over again, especially say if you're at work and you got to keep saying the same thing over and over again for a lot of people, go down and record your voice and then just leave it. And then when somebody say like, hey, how do you do this? Press the button. Hey, what's going on with here? Press the button, and you can continue to do it that way. Now, the reason why I'm showing ACX is because this is a great way to actually see what is out there, what people are looking to have their books read. Now, for me, since I have an account, I might just go ahead on and pay that $1, record my voice with the 11 Labs, take my voice clone of the text, send it on over to ACX and see if the person accepts it. If they accept it, I'll go ahead on and pay the $100. I mean, yeah, I could just do the $1 for the whole month, or go ahead on and up it up to that next level to go ahead on and start reading everything, because they said the starter pass or creator pass or pro pass. I think the pro pass, let me switch it over because I want to make sure I get the pro pass for all this fun stuff, which is not bad to get all of this content here. But you know what, for free, hey, we already here. Let's go ahead on and we can do voice changer. Let's see, I can drag or upload up to, let's see, click here, drag and upload. Let's see. I'm gonna drag something over because I just recorded the latest episode with Paula Sema, and what we did was I just have her voice, so I'm gonna just use this. It's only like 30 seconds. Okay, so let's hear what it says to say.
He has even been on my podcast to share about raising me. Me and him were invited to another podcast together as a father-daughter duo to talk about our relationship and depression. And even the fact that my dad also came out to me, I was like, I also deal with depression. And I go, so it was like, and these are conversations you need to know. Like, our parents also have mental health struggles, but we look at our parents like heroes. They can't do anything, but we need to also be there for them in their mental struggles, just as they need to be there for us. So have those conversations with your people. You never know who's struggling.
Right. So she said that, right? So now let's go ahead on and say, I'm gonna remove that. We have we're gonna change the voice. Let's see what we got.
Life isn't about finding yourself. Life isn't about
Yeah, we don't like Liam. Let's see if we go, we're gonna need a lady. Let's see what Alice.
Just trust yourself. Just trust yourself.
There is no greater harm than that of time.
I don't like that voice. Let's go with Alice.
Just trust yourself. Then you will know how to live.
Can we get Alice? Yeah, we want Alice. Okay, copy voice link, copy that, view history. Okay, we're gonna go there. X help. Okay, we got Alice. So let's generate the speech. Because horses in a stable. I want to ride it.
He has even been on my podcast to share about lazy me. Me and him were invited to another podcast together as a father-daughter duo to talk about our relationship and depression. And even the fact that my dad also came out to me, I was like, I also deal with depression. And I go, so it was like, and these are conversations you need to know. Like, our parents also have
This
mental
is
health
cool.
struggles, but we look at our parents like healers. They can't do anything, but we need to also be there for them in their mental struggles, just as they need to be there for us. So have those conversations with your people. You never know who's struggling.
That is so cool that you can do that. I'm gonna download this and send it to her. I think this will be so cool. And see if she like it. But yeah, I mean, 11 Labs, as you see, I already did a voice changer. So say if you did a podcast and you just didn't like the way how things turned out, but this has a nice, clear rendition of what's going on, this will be perfect. So let's see what Studio got to offer. Let's see, create an audio. Well, let's go with a podcast because, you know, we're in a podcast. Okay, so we can upload a file. And usually what I do is I actually download the SRT or the PDF of the actual thing. So this is, I'm adding Paula's PDF from us having our conversation, right? See what Chris sound like.
A single rose can be my
If you spend your whole life
Yeah, we don't like Jessica for that. We like Alice. Alice did a good job. Chris can be, now I'm gonna say,
As we are liberated from
Yeah, I can be Bill. Nah, give me Brian. Yeah. Okay, podcast language auto detect. Let's say generate error upgrade started. Boo. Why did I get everything for stupid? Come on. Upgrade to the starter tier to generate podcasts, really? Okay. So this is another way if you just want to have something different. Why would they even give me this option if the podcast is not available? Boo. All right, let's try. Nah. Can I create an audiobook? Let's see. Let's see. Lucy, I'm home. Let's see. Trying to find another document that I can throw in here. I did just download some stuff yesterday because it was like a new report for trying to find something. Christina Roma. Let's try that one. Oh, I can create an audio book, but I can't do stupid. Let's see what it say.
Christina Roman notes. Christina Roman notes. YouTube, https job.utu.be-6qhyq. Blog, keywords, budgeting, credit score, financial habits, credit education, money mistakes, debt management, credit utilization, financial literacy, personal finance, budgeting strategies, impulse spending, wealth building, financial responsibility, credit monitoring, credit reports, financial planning.
Says horses in a stable. I wonder ride. Oh, this is actually pretty nice. So it's actually, these are my notes that I have in there. I'm gonna delete all that. Let me go back and trash this one. Yeah, trash. But it's actually pretty cool. Like, you know, I'm looking at this stuff from scratch, and I really think this has a lot of potential because you know, just thinking about even from the podcast side of the house, we have a lot of stuff that we go through as far as like reading these things. Auto assign voices. Because I think I got like 2 voices in there. Let's see what happens. Oh, I need to upgrade the start. Come on. All right. Since it's going to be one person reading both voices, it's going to be interesting. Let's see. Who am I supposed to be? I think I'm supposed to be meeting with somebody. Oh. Well, I do supposed to meet with somebody. So, well, as you see here, 11 Labs has a lot of potential. It's just that you really can't take advantage of it until you get the starter pack. So, if anything, everybody, I really wish you all the best, and really, hopefully, you get the chance to try this out. This tool is amazing. So, as you see, all I did was upload a PDF. I can just hit
299
play,
Paula Sema.
and it can
Breaking
start
the
reading
silence, conversations on mental
immediately.
health.
It's such a win, no brainer.
My dad came out to me about his depression on
So, all right, y'all have fun. We out. Peace.